Warning! Before the video starts, I just want to say that this video have screenshots of the new Total Drama season. If you haven't watched the season or not want to get spoiled, I would click off this video right now.
Hello everyone, Julia here. Dawnsbubble is not available because I killed them. They are dead and this is now Julia's bubble, or at least for the reviews, only because unlike Dawn, I was actually on this new season of Total Drama. Just kidding. Julia is here because Dawn can't draw their own hair, because apparently it's so hard to draw and complicated. What a shitty artist they are. As you know, the new Total Drama has finally been released. On Monday, the first episode officially premiered, or should I just say the whole season got leaked and spread around. Thank you whoever did that. Remember guys, even if you have watched the full season like me, we still need to support it when it officially comes out in the US and Canada to get that viewership and ratings up. Otherwise, Total Drama will die again. So this is a review/reaction to the first episode of the new Total Drama. And remember guys, this video will contain screenshots of the new episode. I won't post these reviews daily since I have other content in the works. Also, I have watched the whole season, but I will react and review it as I haven't seen the season yet. And with that said, let's get started! So, the episode starts with Chris introducing the season. It's been 15 years since Total Drama Island, which makes me feel so old. That means I was like 4 or 5 years old when it came out. So we are back at Camp Wawanakwa. How? I don't know. Did they explain that or did I miss it? The cabins, the confessional booth, and of course, Chef's cooking is back. This season was also written by monkeys, which I can kind of see, and that's actually a compliment. Then we have the intro, and it's quick, maybe too quick. I mean, some contestants didn't even appear in a sequence. However, they have remixed the theme into a bop with some slayish lyrics. I just want to say that I love the new direction they have gone with the colors. It feels more bright, warmer, and more lively, especially when it comes to the contestants' clothes. Okay, it's time to introduce the contestants. I love these small sequences we get because it feels more like Survivor and we get to know each contestant more, which is always good, especially if you are an early boot and we didn't get any audition tapes, so this makes up for it. First up is Millie, which was my pre-show number 3, so she is disappointed about our generation and basically calls us failures because we are a weird generation. And girl, I agree with you totally. I mean, I can be here talking about a show I like and people watch it for some reason. Love you all though. Also, this is not how I imagine Millie to be, but I kinda like it though, as of now. I expected her to be more of a quirky and clumsy girl. Next, we have Axel, and she is like a survivor girl who is well trained for the zombie apocalypse. I like the survival aspect of her character, but I don't get why they needed to add the zombie element to it. Next up is my pre-show number 2. We have Miss Priya. The dedication and optimism these parents have for even believing there would be a new Total Drama season, I wish I had as much faith as them. Also, she has so many achievements. I wish I was her. The girl got born bungee jumping from her mother's VJJ, and the umbilical cord didn't even snatch. Y'all need to respect the woman's body more because see what it can do. Look who's ready for her Total Dramarama debut. And then we have an Owen cameo, I guess. I had high expectations for her, and she did not disappoint me in any way. Then we have Z, and who is chill and in the zone and loves soda. He's kind of giving some Spud vibes, but much better. Next is Ripper, and he is the Andrew Tate of the season. Let's just say that this bus driver slayed and did the right thing. He should have stayed in there. Then we have Damien. My dude never heard about Total Drama and still signed up. You don't know what you just signed up to. Also, yes, Brightly is here. Can we have her instead of Damien? Also, I don't get the science room setting. Up next is Lauren, also known as Scary Girl. Now she is creepy in a funny way, and who doesn't want to be her friend? I mean, she will just try to kill you every day. The next contestant to enter is Bowie, our gay bestie, and I love how he was open with it and feel no shame. Also, he is sassy and competitive and really reminds me of someone from my Expedition Castaway cast. Can you guess who? Now we have Chase, who I was shocked when I saw. I did not expect him to be like this. He is like those TikTokers or YouTubers who we all hate and wish got canceled. Hopefully he will be fun and annoying, right? Then it's Emma, and Chase gets shocked because he instantly knew it was his girlfriend because in this universe, no one can share a name. Oh, wait, what? Now, I love the energy Emma's giving already. Yes, girl, hate him. I don't know what he did, but you better don't get back with him. Next up is MK, short for Mary Kate, and they added a freaking thief to the cast. I mean, I can't call her a criminal because she hasn't gotten arrested yet, but she is playing under the radar, which will be interesting to see. Then we have Chris, a 40-year-plus old man thirsting over a 16-year-old boy, not surprised to be honest. He sadly doesn't get an introduction sequence because everyone is attracted to him. I think he deserves one because, A, we don't see much from him. Then we have our bros Raj and Wayne. They are probably the most Canadian contestant we have ever seen. I thought this was a weird one because they appeared very cocky and douchey to the others, but they are not like that at all. Weird, right? We have our girl Nichelle LaDonna next, and she is a famous movie actress. And everyone knows here, especially Priya, who is fangirling, that was me when I got the link. Also, she gets the first ever confessional of the season. Finally, we have my #1 pre-show, Julia. And just by the way she is sitting, she instantly gave some queen energy. She is like the influencer who everyone loves until they get canceled. You can see how much effort they put into this sequence. I mean, just compare this to some others. Also, Crystal's a real prayer hands emoji. Then she gets her phones taken away, but don't worry, she has a million of them. So after the introductions, we get our teams, the Ferocious Trout and the Frogs of Death. My favorites so far based on the introduction sequences are still the top 3 I had pre-show, Millie, Priya, and Julia. At first, I didn't care about Chris's voice change, which I still don't mind. The only problem I have is that it starts to sound more and more like Dawn's voice, unlike in the trailer where it felt like Terry tried to do Chris's voice, but just in his own voice. But right now, it feels like it's Dawn who is talking. Now we have some downtime before the challenge starts. First, at the Trouts, we have Priya who tries to find a bunk, but with no success, however, it ends with interaction with Millie, which will hopefully be the beginning of a good friendship. Then we move on to the boys with Ripper using his alphaness on Z who doesn't care. If I was Z, I would slap the shit out of him, but Z doesn't do those things, be like Z. Moving on to the Frogs, and we have Wayne and Raj thinking their team has some hotties, and of course Raj agrees. Our queen decorating the ugly cabins, and this weird chick is already stealing. We then get to see Bowie and Emma having a chit-chat about Chase. And I love how Bowie is already talking about strategy. Sadly, this is where the challenge starts, and we are already halfway through the episode. I know it only has 13 episodes, but I wish this episode was a full get-to-know-the-casting episode. But the challenge is a blindfold race, where 2 are blindfolded while 2 others are screaming directions at them. We start with Emma and Millie screaming straight, of course. Bowie didn't want to say that because he ain't straight. Then we have Mr. Fart being stupid, which I'm not surprised by, and walking into the lobster traps. Then freaking Ripper rips his pants and everyone gets to see his tiny bum. Yes, Damien, I agree with you. Nichelle and Wayne enter the hornet nest and of course they got stung. Then we have Ripper's butt getting reactions again. I really thought that was a one-time thing. Also, rest in peace to Bowie's glasses. Then Caleb talks. I wonder why they gave him a line. Then Wayne crushes his eggplant. Don't worry guys, it's hard and protected. He can still make babies. I just want to say that Damien has done nothing in this challenge. It's only Millie doing shit, and he is just there. And now we get the reveal of why Emma broke up with Chase. He cut her car's brakes so she hit a pet store. Boo! Emma kills animals. Meanwhile, she complains about Chase. Meanwhile, the Trouts are actually doing the challenge. Then Caleb talks again. However, it's not over yet because now Nichelle is riding Wayne and they are going fast. They are close to a coal pit and needs to jump. They get this slow-mo so it looks like they are gonna make it, but nope. They flopped. In the end, it is Millie who wins the challenge. Congratulations, Millie, for doing the challenge and almost everything by herself. Congratulations to Chase for listening, and congratulations for the 4 others who were pulling the platform up. It sadly wasn't close at all, which meant that 4 people of the Frogs did nothing. It's elimination time, and I really like this shot we get of them walking to the marshmallow ceremony. It's just an extra detail to make it feel more fresh and new. Also, the music is epic, so Chef's new role is that tells the teams who is up on the chopping block. We have Emma because she got distracted because of Chase and cost them the challenge. Then it's also Nichelle because she didn't want to risk her looks. Wayne and Raj voted for each other, which I'm not surprised by. And the first ever marshmallow receiver is Nichelle. The bottom 2 are Emma and Caleb, and because of the trailers, no one is surprised that it was Caleb going home. Emma takes the last opportunity to touch Caleb. I think everyone would do the same. It's now still the dock of shame, however. Now it's a drone instead of the boat of losers. So about this elimination, I thought it was a weird one because Caleb didn't really do anything wrong. The only explanation we get is that Bowie tells us that he told them to vote for Caleb because he is unbeatable. Usually, there is always a reason why someone gets sent home, and you can usually spot it during the episode. But this one just felt random because the reason was revealed at the end, and it didn't even feel like Bowie was targeting Caleb. In the episode, it looks like Bowie actually likes Caleb. If I could change things, I would make Caleb perhaps flirt with someone during the challenge, then Bowie got jealous and annoyed at Caleb and wants him gone because of pure jealousy. It's kind of like a, if I can't get him, no one should get him scenario. So what are my hopes for Caleb in Season 2? Well, since he didn't do anything this season, I think they are saving it up for the next season. I'm afraid they will give him a TDA Justin treatment. Because I love drama, one of my hopes is that he gets in between the future LGBTQ plus couple and might potentially cause some cheating happening. I know that would be horrific, but we love something shocking, don't we? As for the episode, I thought it was good. I really like the season so far, and I like most of the characters so far. The only ones I really don't vibe with are Damien and Ripper, but everyone else are good. The only thing bad about this episode was the pacing because it felt a little bit rushed, which was understandable because the introduction took half of the episode, which I think was needed since this is a whole new season with a new cast and rules, and the show is back, so they have to explain everything again. This video is already long, and I'm running out of characters, so bye, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel!